Why can't I get my words together today? Okay. I can do this. What is up, guys? It is your girl Lauren here, and welcome back to another video. I am feeling so good right now because this is two. One, it's Friday. Two, I just got off work. I am filming this video, and that means I get to sit, do what I love, and talk to you guys. And three, it is the beginning of October, which means it is fall, which means Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holiday season is basically right around the corner. So I am so stoked. Now for today's topic. And this topic is something that inevitably happens to everyone on their plant journey, no matter where you are, if you're just beginning or you're very seasoned. It is plants that I regret buying. I feel like there's nothing wrong with this, guys. You learn your plant style as you evolve as a hobbyist, a collector, or a knowledge expert. You figure out what plants really thrive in your specific environment and the plants that are optimal to your home. So I have 6 or 7 plants that I am going to discuss with you guys today, and the reasons why I particularly do not like them or aren't very fond of them. But that is the topic for this video and what we are discussing today. So without further ado, let's get started. The first plant on this list, and Hoya lovers, do not come for me, it is my Hoya Kerrii Splash. I did make a video on my Hoya collection a couple of months ago. If you haven't checked it out, it is right here, so definitely go check it out and watch it. But I had a lot of trouble, and I even asked you guys, I'm not an expert on how to grow Hoyas because they were growing at a snail's pace, honestly. But ever since I moved into my new apartment, it has way better natural lighting, and a lot of my Hoyas have thrived. My Hoya obovata, croniana, my meredithii is doing so well, and my villosa. But when it comes to the Kerrii, I don't know what it is about this subgenus. It has not done anything, and I have had this plant for like 7 months. So I don't know what it is. Actually, right after this video, I am selling this baby to a Hoya lover that will just appreciate it more than I. But this plant is just a big question mark for me. The second plant is an Alocasia, and I know, especially in the first part of my videos, the first half of my videos, I was really vibing on the Alocasias. It was my second favorite genus of plant, and honestly, I haven't really been about them the past few months, and a couple of them did sadly perish, but a lot of them I sold / traded, so this may be an all-encompassing type of thing. However, I still do have a couple of Alocasias on this list, and there are still a couple of Alocasias that I want. So by no means am I saying I do not like Alocasias. This is probably the last Alocasia I have in my collection that I will be giving away, and it is an Alocasia Pink Dragon. Here is the plant. Now, I originally put this in my rare plant wish list. This isn't a rare plant, obviously, but it was like my ultimate / rare plant wish list, and this was on there. I fell in love with the pink petioles, and that's still the case. I think the petioles are gorgeous, and Alocasia leaves are really cool, but I just can't pinpoint what it is on why I kind of fell out on my love for Alocasias. My Frydek, it's up on my shelf. It is thriving. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. But this one, I don't know. The leaves kind of grow out kind of crinkly, and maybe this is my care, so not blaming the plant.
but they kind of look just a more crinkled, and I guess it's their whimsical character, but I haven't really been about Alocasias lately, and to be honest, that's all I really have to say. So the second plant is my Alocasia pink dragon. Now, I know that you guys are absolutely gonna murder me, gonna say something in the comments or be like, WT whatever on this plant, and I am struggling with this plant. I have asked in Facebook groups, on my Insta story, this particular Anthurium. This one, guys, I just cannot make it happy no matter what. And trigger warning, disclaimer, I'm about to show you a sad-ish looking Anthurium, so caution. This is a caution warning, guys. It is my Aetherium Crystallinum, and she ain't looking cute. Yeah, this is my Crystallinum. And here's the tea, here's the deal. There were 2 like really small leaves, 3 medium-sized leaves, and like 1 big leaf. And when I say a big leaf, it was this leaf. So this is considered big in the realm of the plant that I got. In the acclimation process, 2 of them perished. And then here's the story. When my first Anthurium leaf came out, which was this one, so this is the first leaf that grew in my care, the other 3 leaves yellowed and just died. They died, they yellowed, they were gone. And I thought that was really weird. However, I was like, maybe it has something to do with that being the first new leaf in my care. We'll just see how the next one goes. And yes, I'm talking a lot with my hands. You guys know I'm expressive. But then I have this new baby leaf coming out, and it's gorgeous. But I was so disappointed to see that it's doing the same thing, and this leaf is obviously extremely yellow, extremely sad, and this leaf that grew in my care, you can tell that it is crinkling up, it is browning around the edges, and I think this one's gonna stay on, but it just doesn't look good. I did post specifically this plant on the Anthurium enthusiasts Facebook group, and that group obviously has a lot of people that love Anthuriums, that are very experienced collectors and hobbyists, and I got a range of feedback. Now, before I get to their feedback, let me tell you what's going on. So this plant is in a west-facing window. It is right next to the humidifier, and when I say right next, it is probably a foot away from the humidifier. I do have a moisture meter, so I water it at a 2/3, and I fertilize with a liquid fertilizer once a month. And that's basically my routine. I feel like I'm giving it humidity. I feel like I'm giving it good lighting. Some people have said it's been sunburn. Some of them have been not too much humidity. Some of them have said watering is off, so forth, all these different things. And for me, I've been trying to analyze it from a logical perspective, because this isn't my only Anthurium, guys. You will see it in my houseplant tour, but I have a queen, I have Eradicans, and I have a Clarinervium, and all of those are straight chilling. They are completely fine and thriving, but it is this specific plant. With that said, all of my Anthuriums are right next to one another in the west-facing window, so to me, I'm scratching off lighting as an issue. They're all in the same place near the humidifier, so I'm obviously going to scratch off humidity, I think, as a reason. And where I'm getting at is what is unique to this plant individually that is different from my other ones. The closest thing that I can think of is that it's a lack of nutrients. Now, someone explained to me that since this has happened twice with a new leaf, all the energy and all the good stuff and the nutrients are going to this new leaf, and it's making these other ones die. And I am just going to go with that. So instead of liquid fertilizer, I am going to go with worm castings, and I am going to purchase that, and we shall see. Honestly, guys, if my third leaf comes out and it is the same issue, I may be done. I don't know, maybe a crystallinum just isn't for me, but that wraps up this plant. Moving right along, hope that wasn't corny, but moving right along is the next plant, and it is my small form Monstera Deliciosa. I do need to water this plant, so ignore that, but this is the plant, and there's a lot of babies, as you can see, a lot of little ones, and these are the two biggest leaves. This is one of them, obviously, and this is the other. And as you can see, both of them have one fenestration. Yes, I may be a little impatient. Plants teach us so much. We get the opportunity to grow and nurture something, and that experience gives us so many takeaways that make us just better humans overall, that we can expand that knowledge into other areas of our life. However, with that said, I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit impatient. I am here for the fenestrations. I want all of it. I want those beautiful split leaves, and these tiny little guys, I'm sorry, they just don't do it for me. I know, I promise, I love plants. I don't mean to rag on plants, but it's beautiful. There's a lot of little bebe leaves, and I am just ready for a bigger plant. I know this plant is widely available, and I will have no trouble finding a Monstera Deliciosa that fits my needs and the characteristics that I'm looking for. So that is the good sign. I know Cornelius and other local nurseries around the Houston area do have the plant that I want. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with this baby, but I just really want those dang fenestrations. They just give me life, and that's all I gotta say. This is the final one, guys. In total, there are 6, so this is the 6th one. Math, hence math, obviously, but it is any succulent I've ever had, honestly. Now, I got into my plant journey due to succulents, and I respect them. There are still, again, a couple of succulents that I would love to purchase. But I've learned that, at least for me, I cannot grow succulents indoors. I cannot grow them near a windowsill. I cannot grow them near a grow light. Either of those things, under a grow light, near the windowsill. Every single one that I've owned, it exfoliates. It exfoliates, it spreads out, and it loses its cute compact shape. The reason why we all love succulents. You will see here, this is my Echeveria. Now let's see if I can do this without dropping everything. But if you look from the bird's eye view, yeah, you can really get a good idea. From the bird's eye view, the Echeveria looks gorgeous, you know? It looks absolutely beautiful. All of this is new growth. You can see by the blue color, but guys, when you go on the side, like, it's like a leaning, growing tower. And I had an Echeveria even worse than this. There was literally like 2 centimeters between every single petal, and it was bad. You definitely can tell the new growth. This is the old growth, which is more of a tealy green, and then you get that pretty blue. But me and succulents are not meant to be. That is it, guys. This is the video of the plants that I regret buying. And again, it's inevitable. As you learn your plant style, the type of plants that you love that work for your home, it'll figure out the direction and shape of your plant collection. And just unfortunately for these specific plants and geniuses, it just doesn't do it for me. But I know that one person's trash is another person's treasure, and I have sold a lot of the plants that don't give me that much love, and they have given a new person love. And that's the best thing. So I am not throwing these away, dumping it in the trash. I am still going to keep it or give it away like I mentioned. But that is it for today's video. This was more of a different type of plant related video than I usually do besides nursery tours, plant hauls, and unboxings. I plan to do more of them and more educational content. Again, if you liked this video in my channel, please show me some love by giving this one a thumbs up and commenting below. Again, I love you guys so much for all your support, and I will see you in the next video.